Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
When I came back to school this year, I brought my bank with me, and the student checking account at First American National Bank was perfect for me. No monthly fees and no minimum balance, and I can manage my money right from the app. I can do all my banking with text messaging if I want, and I can deposit a check just by taking a photo. It's that easy at FANB.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
My bank followed me to college.
I took my bank to college with me.
I took my bank to college with me.
It's that easy at First American National Bank.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
When I think of ICC, I think about home.
The moment I stepped on campus, I knew it was a perfect fit.
It helped me find my true self.
It has opened doors for me that I didn't even know existed.
Everyone here wants you to succeed.
I was able to get involved here and make a real difference.
I've met my closest friends here.
There's something for everyone to be involved with.
I've gained skills to succeed in the workforce.
It's been the best experience.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
Good afternoon and Roll Tribe ICC fans, as we're just moments away from that First American National Bank opening pitch here between ICC and Northeast. This is a top 20 matchup as ICC comes in ranked number 17 in the country, Northeast ranked number 15. Northeast with a record of 27-5, 5-3 in conference play. ICC 19-8, 6-4 inside conference play as well. So that just puts right now, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place maybe for, yeah, 6th place for Northeast and 7th for ICC, with ICC just a game out. We're just moments away from that Coca-Cola starting lineups to be called out for both teams. As the ground crew finishing things up here, we'll take one more quick timeout and come back with the starting lineups for both teams here in Game 1 between ICC and Northeast.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small town dealership, small town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere.
At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech touch.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Hey, honey, could you help me with this? Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Third, shortstop, number 21, Charlie Clanton. Batting fourth is the DP, number 18, Sarah Hindman. Batting fifth at first base, number 14, Brianne Locke. In the sixth slot, the center fielder, 00, Emma Calicut. In the seventh slot is number 22, the right fielder, Eliza Claire Young. Batting eighth in left field, number 5, Caitlin Carnathan. And in the ninth slot is the second baseman, number 6, Bree Harmon. Playing the flex position today is the catcher, number 15, Emmy Moosers, I think. And the remainder of the Lady Tigers, assisted by Kevin Connell. The head coach of Northeast began in 1997, became head coach in 2006. More than 25 years, he's been a guest to Itawamba Community College with over 500 wins. Our friend always, and at this moment, today, our respected rival, the coach of the Lady Tigers, is Jody Long. And now, today's lineup for our 19 and 8, number 17 ranked, Itawamba Community College Lady Indians. Better teeth, prettier hair, longer legs, and the highest GPA, and they do twice as much charity work as anybody else in our league. Leading off, second baseman, number 8, Sarah Kate Skate Thompson. In the 2 slot, the center fielder, number 1, Sammy Day Jones. In the 3 slot is the DP, number 24, Jesse Smith. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 30, Riley Tyree. Batting fifth at third base, number 18, Haley Alberson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 17, Rain Rippey. Batting seventh in right field, number 25, Emma Rose Thompson. Batting eighth is the left fielder, number 2, Bailey Ware. Batting ninth is the shortstop, number 13, Allie Beckley. And in the flex position today is the pitcher, number 14, Emily Robinson, along with the valued members of our Lady Indians, assisted by Kristen Hawkins, and the coach of the Lady Indians is our Kelly Beth Ernest. Prior to the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the pitcher's circle. Throwing out today's first pitch is the volleyball coach of the Lady Indians, Annie McGregor. Coach McGregor just finished her first season as the head coach of the nationally recognized Indians, and if her first season is any indication of what's to come, the future is bright at ICC. Coach McGregor, when you're ready. Thank you, Coach McGregor. We ask and invite all of you to stand, remove your headgear, please, as we recognize the greatest country on this planet. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
First American offers online and mobile banking features to make your banking experience easy and safe. Activate or deactivate your debit card as needed, attach images to your transactions, apply travel notices to your account, and make person-to-person payments. You can even set up text alerts to guard against unauthorized spending or just to monitor your account balance. The best part is that you can bank anytime, anywhere.
At First American National Bank, get that hometown feel, the high-tech pay.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we're getting set for that First American National Bank opening pitch here between ICC and the rivals of Northeast. A top 20 matchup here between these two squads, and surely to be a good day of softball here as Emily Robinson's first pitch is coming your way at straight up 3 o'clock, and it's across for a strike. First American National Bank reminds you to follow the flag from Iuka to Tupelo to find the First American National Bank location nearest you. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here against Griffin, the third baseman. We'll bring you today's Coca-Cola starting lineups in the exchange of innings here, as Alexi Griffin now with a 0-2 count here to Robinson in the top of the first. That pitch a little high for a ball. So 1-2 now will be the count here on Griffin, the third baseman. Well, absolute beautiful day for softball here in Fulton. We welcome those watching this afternoon. There's a grounder up the middle. It's going to be caught by the second baseman. Throw across the way is in time for the out. Nice job over there by Sarah Kate Thompson to be able to backhand that one and get the first out of the inning. And now this is going to bring up Cassidy Duskin. Duskin will dig in with one out and nobody on here. She's pitching in game one. Of course, we'll talk about some of those numbers in the next inning. Pitching for ICC is sophomore Emily Robinson. M-Rob, as most people know her by, as that pitch goes low for a ball. M-Rob recently committed to Valdosta State. She comes in with a record of 9-3 in 75 1/3 innings pitched. She has given up 71 hits. As there's a shot up the middle, M-Rob knocks it down, but it's not going to be a throw over in time. Had to go for an infield single, as that one was right back to the pitcher. We'll continue to look at some of those stats there. 71 hits. She's given up 37, or now I should say 72 hits, but she's given up 37 runs. 22 of those earned. She's walked 21, has struck out 81, which is good for second in the conference. So with one out now in the inning, this will bring up the shortstop, Charlie Clanton, who is batting in the third spot. Duskin over at first after that infield single. As that pitch across for a strike from M-Rob. M-Rob, this is her 16th appearance of the year. As Clanton taking a lot of time as she steps out of the batter's box, and umpire being very gracious to let her have that amount of time. 0-1 is the count. That pitch across for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here on Clanton. So 0-2 is the count. There is one out. A runner at first base. That's Duskin for the Tigers. So M-Rob getting set to deliver the pitch here. 0-2 pitch coming. This is going to be flared and caught just out of the screen over there as that was a great job, as that was first baseman Rain Rippey. Man, we have seen her make a lot of outstanding plays this season defensively for the Indians, and that was going to be one of the top of them there. So now with 2 outs now, this is going to be Sarah Heinman, the DP, coming to the plate. Runner still at first. Runner goes, throw down is not going to be in time, and that will be a stolen base for Duskin. For Duskin, that is her 11th stolen base of the year out of 12 attempts, so she'll move into scoring position. That pitch called a strike. 0-1 is the count. So that pitch drifts high for a ball. 1-1 now is the count here to Heinman. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second here in the top of the first inning. Game 1 between ICC and Northeast. Baseball going on in Boonville. We'll try to keep you updated on that one throughout the afternoon as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 1-2 now is the count here on the DP Heinman. So waiting this 1-2 offering here from M-Rob. Runner goes, ground ball should be routine. Going to have to hurry here. They do get it over in time. Nice job there at second by Skate. So ICC does get out of a slight jam there. As now we'll introduce you to today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups for both squads. And we've already introduced you to the first 4 batters of the day here for Northeast. As we talked about, they come in with a record of 27-5 on the year, 5-3 inside conference play. It was Griffin who's led us off. She's playing third base. Duskin will be the pitcher. Clanton will be at shortstop. Hyman will be the DP. Now the rest of the lineup, 5 through 9 here for the Tigers. It'll be Locke playing first base, Calicut in center field, Young the right fielder, and Carnathian playing in left field. Harmon is the second base. The flex is going to be the catcher, Muser, for Northeast. For ICC, they come in with a record of 19-8 overall, 6-4 inside conference play. And there'll be the usual suspects here for ICC. Sarah Kate Thompson will lead us off. She'll be batting first, playing second base. Sammy Day Jones will be the center fielder. Jesse Smith will be the DP. Riley Tyree will catching here in game 1. Haley Albertson will be at third base. Rain Rippey will be at first base. You've got Emma Rose Thompson playing in right field. Bailey Ware, the left fielder, and Allie Beckley is the shortstop. Pitching is Emily Robinson that we mentioned there in the top half of the inning. Our pitcher here for Northeast is going to be Cassidy Duskin. Duskin comes in with a 6-1 record on the year. She's pitched 53 innings. She has given up 36 hits, 22 runs, 16 of those earned. She's walked 7 to 53 strikeouts, and she has a 2.11 ERA. So very impressive numbers there for Duskin. As we get set here for the bottom of the first, it'll be the 1-2-3 batters due up here. Thompson, Day Jones, and Smith for ICC. So Duskin will be in the circle here, as that pitch is going to be in there for a strike, as it was Thompson showing bunt, pulled back and took it for strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Well, it was 1 hit and a stolen base, but nothing to show for it in the top half of the inning for Northeast. As that pitch makes the other outside corner. 0-2 now is the count here to Thompson. Well, early indications are the home plate umpire, he likes the corners of the plate, so you're going to have to come to the bat with a aggressive mindset today, as 0-2 is the count here to Sarah Kate. Thompson dribbles this one to the left side. Third baseman scoops it up, throws it over, and reeled in there. 5-3 on the putout of Thompson. So with 1 out now, this is going to be Sammy Day Jones. Day Jones, the center fielder here. She is batting .333 on the year, as she will dig in with 1 out and nobody on here for the Indians. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon here in Fulton. As that pitch going to miss just low for a ball. 1-0 now is the count here to Day Jones. She's also got a .429 on base percentage, .462 is her slugging percentage. Bat has been a little cold of late, so the Indians would love to see her get fired back up in this series as that pitch misses high for a ball. 2-0 now is the count. She's got 78 hits, 78 at-bats, 24 hits. Or 26 hits on the year. I'll eventually get it right. And that pitch drifts inside, but called a strike, and Day Jones kind of takes a little bit of her time to walk out of that one and kind of stare where she thought the pitch was at. And we said it, though. It's home plate umpire likes those corners, so you got to have that in mind. Little off-speed pitch, fouled out of play, and that evening the count up at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and nobody on base here in the bottom of the first of a scoreless contest between ICC and Northeast. So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Duskin. That pitch going to miss outside. Now the count goes full here to Day Jones. Jesse Smith, the DP, is on deck for the Indians. You got Riley Tyree in the hole if we're to reach. 3-2 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. Just couldn't find the fastball there, and a nice job, a little bit of a rise action on that pitch. And so now with 2 outs, this is going to bring Jesse Smith to the plate, the DP for the Indians. Jesse, a .355 batter with a .440 on base percentage, .592 slugging percentage. She's got 27 hits on the year. And takes a chop at that one, misses for strike 1. Well, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to adjust today, as we talked about. That inside-outside part of the plate for both batters. So far, the umpire has been giving that to both pitchers here, so with that type of a strike zone, could be a pitcher's duel this afternoon. Changeup, hangs up, but called a strike as that one drops right across the letters. 0-2 now is the count here to Smith. So the DP is going to have to guard the dish here. Duskin looking for the exit to get a 3-up, 3-down inning here in the bottom of the first. This one fouled back and out of play, and we'll stay at 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. If Smith were to reach, it'll be the catcher, Riley Tyree, up next here for the Indians. So 0-2 is the count. Smith getting set for this one. Swing and a miss, another fastball that kind of drifted high out of the zone. ICC couldn't hold off on it. And ICC goes quietly there in the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors as we played 1 complete here in Fulton. And we're still scoreless. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Is the leading cause of severe vision loss in adults over the age of 50. Symptoms are gradual loss to see objects clearly. Objects appear distorted in shape. Darker empty areas appear in the center of your vision. In a comprehensive eye exam, your optometrist will perform a variety of tests to determine if you have macular degeneration. For questions or concerns, call Cagle Eye Center in Fulton at 862-EYES, providing professional comprehensive eye care to the people of Itawamba County and the surrounding areas. CagleEyeCenter.com.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the second inning. It'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up. Locke, Calicut, and Young scheduled up here for the Tigers. No runs so far here in the contest. Only 1 hit, and that belongs to Duskin, who singled and then stole a base, but was left stranded in scoring position there in the top half of the first. This will be Locke, the first baseman, coming to the plate. Pitch is going to be low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So we talked about Emily Robertson on the circle here, not on the hill. It's not baseball, but in the circle. Recently committed to Valdosta State. There's going to be a slow roller. Second baseman is going to have it. Another opportunity here. Throw over. No, dropped. And so that will be the first error of the game, E3. As the throw was there in time, the ball was just dropped, and a gift there for the Tigers. And now this will bring the center fielder Calicut to the plate with a runner at first and no outs. Well, the way this game is going early on, this could be a type of mistake that can turn the tide one way or the other. We'll see if the Indians can get out of this no-out situation here, as this ball is going to be fouled back for strike one. Northeast looking like they want to play a little small ball here, maybe sacrifice the runner to second, as this is Calicut. Calicut, a .242 batter on the year. She's got a .288 on base percentage, and .424 is her slugging percentage coming into this afternoon. 0-1 is the count here to Calicut with a runner at first. Shows bunt again. This time the pitch is not, and oh, what a close play over there at first. And that one, boy, if there was instant replay in college softball, they would most definitely be going to the booth on that one, as that was extremely close, but safe was called over at first, as the count now evens up at 1-1 on Calicut. Showing bunt again. This time pulls back, pops it up. Left fielder's going back to the wall, can't find it. Yes, she does on the warning track. Well, the ballpark just big enough to hold on to that one, as that was a major league pop up there. And a good job by Ware to have the wherewithal to get that one back in and not allow the runner to tie up for first, or tag up from first. And so now with one out, this is going to be Young, the right fielder, coming to the plate. One out, runner at first here in the top of the second. Still no score between ICC and Northeast. Yeah, there's a swing and a miss, as Young took a healthy chop at that one. She's batting .333 on the year, .410 is her on base percentage, and .696 is her slugging percentage. This one hammered, and it's going to drop for a base hit. Runner's going to try to go to third. She'll get there without an issue. And now they'll run to second. And again, we've seen that a lot of times this season out of ICC, not hitting the proper cutoff person and allowing runners to advance in that situation. So heads up base running there by Young, as she saw the throw going to third. If it comes to the shortstop, she has to stay at first. So a break there for Northeast. So now an opportunity here for Carthen, who is coming to the plate now with one out. Runners at second and third here in the top of the second. Shows bunt, pulls back, and takes that one for a ball. Carthen is batting .386, .404 is her own base percentage. Has a slugging percentage of .477. This one's popped up opposite field. Sammy Day Jones going to have to hurry, not get to it. And this is probably going to score two. One run will score. They're going to ask the run to score from second, and she will. And a clutch hit there, as that's going to be a double. And the Tigers strike first, and they take a 2-0 advantage. So Locke comes around to score along with Young. And again, that's one of those situations. If ICC hits their cutoff person earlier on there, the runs is now only a one-run game, but instead ICC wants to come out and kind of talk things over here. Quick timeout. Back with more right after this.
An hour. Our upholsterers average $23 an hour and can make above $28 an hour on production. We're also offering a $500 sign-on bonus to experienced upholsterers. Max Home is hiring for all positions and is willing to train quality people. Max Home makes all their custom-built products in the USA. Join the best, train with the best, be the best. Max Home, Bolton, Mississippi, and Max Home, Sulligent, Alabama.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. No changes being made there, just maybe an opportunity to get everybody settled down and make sure everybody's on the same page, as that was a 2-run double by, I hope I'm saying his name right, Carnathan. That's the way it is listed on the pronunciation guide. So Carnathan with that 2-run double makes it a 2-0 contest here in the top of the second. 1 out and a runner at second here, and this is going to be Harmon, the second baseman, coming to the plate. This one's going to be fouled back for strike 1. She's batting in the 9 spot here, playing second base. Griffin, the leadoff batter, is on deck, barring a Little Caesars double play here. That pitch finds the corner for a strike. 0-2 now is the count here on Harmon. So 0-2 is the count. Indians trying to bounce back and find an out here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there from M-Rob, her first of the game, and that is her 82nd of the season. And now we go back to the top of the lineup here in Griffith. With 2 outs in the inning, Griffith grounded out to the second baseman, and her only at bat so far here in the contest. Swings on the first one, going right back to the second baseman, knocks it down, going to have to hurry. And the throw is just in time. Nice job over there by Skate. That ball took an awkward hop on her, was able to knock it down, keep it in front of her, and then get the runner just with a step to spare. 2-0 Northeast with the lead. We'll take a break and hear from the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the second inning. A Renaissance Bank scoreboard update. Will Verdong singles to score Drew Capobianco, who reached on a double. And ICC leads Northeast in game 1, 1-0. There in the middle of the first in baseball. Will Verdong, stay hot, young man, as he had a big game, including that walk-off home run. But before that, he had, or actually not before that, but part of that, he had back-to-back home runs in the Indians' 12-11 win over number 2 Pearl River. That first pitch high for a ball, as this is going to be Riley Tyree, Haley Alberson, and Rain Rippey scheduled up here for ICC in the bottom of the second. 2-0 is the score as this pitch fouled off. And it'll be a 1-1 count here, and we'll give a chance for the catcher to kind of catch her breath here as that one was fouled back off of her, and 1-1 now is the count. Tyree catching here in game 1. Right now it's a 2-run double by Carnathan that has the difference in the game. That pitch right down the middle for a strike. 1-2 is the count now here on Riley Tyree. So Tyree going to have to guard the dish here, as Duskin has done a good job right now of keeping the Indians batters on their heels, striking out 2 in a row, looking for her third. That one goes high. Good eye on Tyree to hold off on that one. Count evens up at 2-2. Well, good crowd out today as anticipated, and imagine it will continue to fill the ballpark this afternoon here in Fulton. And 2-2 is the count. Tyree reaches out, fouls this one off, and we'll stay at 2-2 once again. A little off-speed pitch that time that Looked like it was going to be ball 3, but a good job of finding a piece of it. As we said, you got to come with that mentality to the plate that the corners are hot today. As that pitch going to miss low for a ball. 3-2 now is the count here on Tyree. Well, Duskin wasted little time to zip that one across as Tyree was digging in to the batter's box there. So now the 3-2 count here on Tyree. Fouls this one off and towards the ICC dugout. 3-2 now is, or will stay the count here on Tyree. Tyree batting .412 on the year. She's got a .440 on base percentage, .650 is her slugging percentage here. Indians still looking for their first hit of the day. Tyree, a little late swing on that one, was able to find a piece of it. And we'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. As we mentioned, the way the conference is set up now, when one team is at home, the other team's on the road, and the Indians on the road in Boonville this afternoon, taking on Northeast. We'll try to keep you updated as we go throughout the afternoon there. 3-2 pitch, and it's a walk. Nice at bat there by Riley Tyree, able to foul off a couple of pitches, keep the at-bat alive, and eventually draw the walk. So now this is going to be Haley Alberson, the third baseman, coming to the plate. There's no outs and a runner at first. ICC trailing 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Game 1 of 2 this afternoon here in Fulton. Duskin still in the circle for the Tigers. Got a 3-up, 3-down inning in the bottom half of the first. That pitch going to miss low for a ball. Matter of fact, she's got 2 Renaissance Bank strikeouts on the day today. And so now this is Alberson, who is trying to spark the bats here for the Indians. Change up that hangs up. They fake the throw down to first, and it's 2-0. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. ICC seeing if they can get those pair of runs back that they gave up in the top half of the inning here. Alberson digs in, hits this one, shortstop's only got 1 play, and it's going to be to first, and it will be in time for the out, 6-3. As Tyree, for a catcher, has got good speed to be able to get down and take away that double play opportunity there. And so now this will bring Rain Rippey, the first baseman, to the plate. 1 out, runner at second here for the Indians. Rippey will dig in here. Outstanding defensive play that she made in the first on a diving catch in foul territory. Swings to the first pitch she sees, fouls this one back for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Wind somewhat dead today as the flag barely moving out there in left field. So waiting the 0-1 offering here from Dustin. She's asking her catcher to go back through the signals, and Rippey will step out. Runner at second, that's Tyree, who walked and advanced to second on a ground out to the shortstop. And a nice off-speed pitch there as that pitch across for a strike. No balls, two strikes, 1 out here. Rippey at the plate. Emma Rose Thompson on deck for the Indians. So waiting the 0-2 offering here. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is going to be the third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And I'll tell you what, she's got a sneaky good fastball. Does Duskin. She came in today with 53 strikeouts to only 7 walks. And so now she has got 56 strikeouts to 8 walks. And this will be Emma Rose Thompson at the plate. Takes that first pitch high for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to Thompson, the right fielder. Runner at second is Tyree. Swinging and a miss. Nice pitch. That time as the pitch had a little bit of a tail on it as it curved right back into the batter. 1-1 now is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second, 2-0 Northeast with the lead here in the bottom of the second. This one is going to be fouled off, looks like off the foot of Thompson, but the ball was touched in foul territories when the umpire called it a foul ball. Either way it goes, 1-2 now is the count. So winning the 1-2 offering here, runner at second for the Indians, 2 outs. ICC trying to come up with a clutch hit here, and this one's going to be fouled back, and we'll do it all over again at 1-2. Northeast, number 15 on the year, ICC, number 17. Both teams coming off a pair of losses as they were swept last week, and both teams 6-4 in their last 10 games. So a lot of even stats here between these two squads, and Thompson is going to take time here and step out and regather herself. Duskin set to deliver the 1-2 pitch. And this one's going to be over the head of the first baseman. They're going to ask the runner to score from second, and she will. Clutch hit there by Thompson. Nice job, good at bat, was able to foul off a couple of pitches and actually kind of reached out and just got a barrel on the ball there, went over the head of a leaping first baseman. And ICC now cuts the lead in half, and this will be Bailey Ware coming to the plate. Ware playing in left field. She was challenged defensively there in the second as she was almost a step away from being up against the fence to catch one. As this is a slow roller, third baseman in the right spot at the right time. High throw, but a good stretch over at first by Locke. But the Indians do get 1 run back, as it was a RBI single by Ember Rose Thompson that scored Riley Tyree. 2-1 is your score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
Ooh, fumble. Let's give her a Renaissance replay. Make the right call with Renaissance and get cell phone protection with Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking. Sign up today.
$5 for my own money?
That's a bad call. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking with ATM refunds today.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set here for the top of the third inning. It'll be Duskin, Clanton, and Hyman do up the 2-3-4 batters here for Northeast in the top of the third inning. It was an RBI single by Emma Rose Thompson that got the Indians on the board after a leadoff walk was issued to Riley Tyree. So 2-1 is your score here in game 1 of 2 between ICC and Northeast, as there's a fastball right at the knees for strike 1. So we got a pretty good little go at it right now here between both these pitchers. We talked about Duskin. She was able to get a single as that pitch missing low and outside for a ball. She was able to pull back that bunt. She had a single, stole a base, but was left stranded in scoring position back in the first. Got a little help from Cartham as she had a 2-run double in the second. As that pitch high for a ball, 2-1 now is the count. That was the 2 runs in the top of the second there for Northeast. And then, as we just mentioned, coming out of the break, Emma Rose Thompson, RBI single, made it a 2-1 contest as we head to the third. So 2-1 is the count here on Duskin. As that pitch high for a ball, 3-1 now is the count. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. So M-Rob's going to have to come back and battle here. Infield trying to sneak in just a little bit in this situation, as Duskin does have good speed. And this one's going to be hit out to left field. Left fielder comes out and makes a play. Oh, it dropped it. Just made the long-ranging catch. And that's going to go for a leadoff single, second hit of the game. What an effort out there. in left field by Bailey Ware as she made a long run to get out there. Actually had the ball, but by the time she was able to reel it in, she had hit the ground. The ball came free. And so just a tough break there for Ware, who put forth a great effort, but will be ruled a hit there for Duskin. And that's her second hit of the game, fourth for the Tigers. So now with no outs and a runner at second, this is going to be Clanton at the plate. And she's going to lay down the bunt nicely, and it will advance the runner to third. That'll be a sacrifice bunt. And it will actually be 1-4 on the putout. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. I remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC BSU. They meet Monday nights at 7:07. You got a few of those left in the school year. Do encourage you to go out and be part of the BSU. So with one out now, and there is a runner at third after that sacrifice bunt. This is going to be Hindman at the plate. And so 1-0 is the count. And that one missing for a ball. 2-0 is the count. All of a sudden, a generous strike zone is kind of hemmed up a little bit here in the top of the third inning. You've got Duskin over at third base. One out. Is that fastball in there for a strike? 2-1 now is the count here to Hindman. She had kind of a lazy grounder to the second baseman. I'd call it a lazy grounder. It was a slow roller that she nearly beat out, but it was a nice play by Thompson over at second to get the out to end the first. 2-1 is the count here. And that one's going to get away, and the runner, or no, they're going to say it hit her. Break for the Indians. As the runner would have scored easily that time from third, but instead the hit batter will send her back. And now this will be Locke coming to the plate. So there's one out in the inning. Locke, who reached on an error in her last at bat. It was a drop ball by the first baseman. Boy, if the Indians could get a similar hit last time and see if they can't turn two and get out of this jam with no damage done would be huge. Shows bunt, fouls it back, and had to go for strike one. Like they might be trying maybe a squeeze situation here, or maybe just give up the at bat and advance the runner to second and see if we can get something going with Calicut, who nearly put one out of the ballpark in her at bat. So 0-1 is the count here on Locke, the first baseman. Robinson in the circle here for the Indians. That pitch high, and the throw is going to be to to the second baseman, and they're just going to watch the runner back to first. And that's going to be a ball. And so it's one of those plays where ICC knew what they were going to try to do, see if they can get a throw, and now time is going to be taken here. And Coach Ernest wants to come out and say something here to the infield umpire, see what the situation is, maybe leaving a little bit early in that situation, but whatever it was, she just brought it to his attention and is going to head right back to the dugout, so nothing to argue there, maybe just trying to draw their attention to something else. 1-1, I believe, is a count as runners on first and third here. As Locke is at the plate. So we mentioned she reached on an error and came around to score in the second part of that two-run second inning that has given the Tigers this 2-1 advantage. 1-1 is the count with one out. Runners on the corners here for the Tigers. And that's going to be a foul ball. 1-2 now is the count here. And so that's a 1-2 count now. Boy, if Imrov can find her second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day, would be huge in this situation. However, the Tigers trying to find a way to push across this run here to retake a two-run advantage here in game one. 1-2 pitch on its way from Imrov. Runner goes, and they're going to go down to second, and they got her. The umpire called her out, and she's staying at second, and the umpire called her out 2-6 on the putout. And Coach Long wanting to come out now and argue this call, or actually he's talking to his third base coach over there, and this is unique, as Coach Long coming out, not arguing with the officials, but arguing, or not really arguing, just chastising his third base coach over there, and not really sure what that was about, but Coach Long was not happy either way, and the pitch was called a ball. It's 2-2 now with 2 outs in the inning. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. M-Rob getting set to deliver the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there for the Indians to get out of the inning with no damage done. We'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the third. Back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet, a famous speed solver,
piece of cake,
a noted cheese connoisseur,
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Hey Indian fans, I'm Ricky Murphy, real estate agent, Tommy Morgan Realtors, and I'm also a proud alumni of the All-American Marching Band. Itawamba Community College was my home for 2 years, and where you decide to make your home will be one of the most important decisions of your life. Whether you're looking to create a plan to buy your first home, or if you're ready today to make a move into your forever home, give me a call or send me a message so we can discuss your next move. And from my family, Roll Tribe!
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Beckley, then Thompson, and Day Jones scheduled up here, the 9-1-2 batters. Indians get a big-time Renaissance Bank strikeout with a runner at third after catching a runner trying to steal to escape the previous, or the top half of the inning with no damage done. Now this is going to be Allie Beckley at the plate. Beckley, a member of the women's basketball team. Swing and misses on that one. 0-1 now is the count. This is her 14th game. She's batting .429 on the year. And can't catch up with that one outside. 0-2 now is the count. She's got a .459 on base percentage and a .514 slugging, but going to have to come up and guard the dish here in this situation. 0-2 now is the count. And not a bad idea there by Duskin after getting her to chase a few high and outside pitches. 1-2 now is the count. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no out as Beckley is starting us off here in the bottom of the third. And can't catch up with that one, and that's going to be the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day by Duskin. And Duskin making quick work of the shortstop Beckley, and now it'll be Thompson coming to the plate. Thompson grounded out to the third baseman in her first at bat, so she'll dig in here with nobody on and 1 out in the bottom of the third inning. Thompson shows a quick surprise bunt, but that pitch across for a strike after she pulled back. 0-1 now is the count here to the second baseman, Sarah Kate Thompson. So 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the third. Thompson swings on this one, and it's going to be a foul ball. And 0-2 now is the count. Remind you, this one is a doubleheader this afternoon here in Fulton. We'll take a brief break in the exchange of games and come back for game 2. We got a long way to go before we get there. 0-2 now is the count, bottom of the 3rd inning. And Thompson can't catch up with that one. Swing and a miss there, and that is going to be the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the day. And this will be Sammy Day Jones. She was the first strikeout victim of the afternoon here for Duskin, and Duskin has got that rise ball working today, and she's hitting her locations and looking sharp here early on. So this will be Sammy Day Jones coming to the plate. Listen to that pitch, high and inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. 2-1 is the score. We're in the bottom of the 3rd here in game 1. Shows bunt. Third baseman's going to have to come up and hurry in the throw, and does. Nice play over there at third as they were trying to lay down that surprise bunt, but a great job over there at third base by Griffin to be able to get the second 3-up, 3-down inning of the game here against the Indians. We'll take a break and come back with the top of the 4th inning right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a maestro of the clarinet. A famous speed solver.
Piece of cake.
A noted cheese connoisseur.
Limburger.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
Ever since we opened our doors in 1964, Davis Ford in Fulton has been committed to providing the highest level of customer service and customer satisfaction. That level of commitment is shown in our 18 Ford President's Awards for overall customer experience. Whether you're looking for a tune-up, a trade-in, or a new F-150, the team at Davis Ford is here to serve you. Come see us today in Fulton. Call us at 662-862-3711 or visit us online at davisfordsales.com. Davis Ford, small-town dealership, small-town prices.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the top of the 4th inning. It'll be Calicut, Young, and Cartham. That is due up here. This is in the 4th inning. M-Rob still in the circle here for ICC. We'll try to see if we can get you an update from baseball here in a moment. As Calicut will start us off here, and after 2 complete, ICC trailing 2-1. Let me make sure that's baseball. It might have been. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. That's our score right now, so I might have. Nope, it is baseball. So Northeast up 2-1 there after 2 complete in baseball. Calicut put a charge into 1 as this one's pitch foul back. For strike 2 as she was showing bunt, then she kind of swung on 1, and it major league pop-up out there to left field, and luckily for the Indians, the field wasn't about 2 feet shorter than it was, or they would have been out of the ballpark. 0-2 is the count now here to Calicut. And that pitch outside. Not a bad spot to miss there, but a good eye on the part of Calicut to hold off on that one and make it a 1-2 count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Here in the top of the 4th as Calicut is starting us off here. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Nice little off-speed pitch there, as that's back-to-back strikeouts now for M-Rob, her 3rd of the game. That strikeout being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. Renaissance Bank, the bank that understands you. Visit RenaissanceBank.com to find out why. And now this is going to be Young, who singled and scored a run in her only plate appearance so far in the contest. Stands in, takes that pitch low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the 4th. And there's going to be a foul ball down the third baseline. That'll even things up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and no out. Or excuse me, 1 out. Young, who is playing in right field, has a 1-1 count on her here. Rob getting the signal now ready to go. And check swing, and this could be trouble. You got to let it go foul, and she does. Smart play there by Albertson to let that one go foul. She picks it up in fair territory. That's an infield single. And now Coach Long wants to come out and ask if that was a fair ball. Well, to the umpire's defense, he was right there on top of it. As Young will come back with a 1-2 count. But as a head coach, you ask them, you never know when you might be able to change their mind in that situation. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now, with 1 out and nobody on here for the Tigers in the top of the 4th. Rob getting set to deliver. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that time just couldn't hold off on the high fastball. And that's another Renaissance Bank strikeout there, the 4th of the game. This would be Carnathan coming to the plate, and here's trouble. She doubled and drove in a run, or drove in 2 runs actually, in her last at bat. Well, luckily for the Indians, nobody on base this time. That pitch just missing low for a ball. 1-0 is the count. Four hits so far in the contest here for the Tigers. ICC with only 1. As that one missing low, 2-0 now is the count. So 2-0 is the count, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th inning, 2-1 Northeast with the lead here over the Indians in game 1. There's a grounder, shortstop scoops it up, throw across the way is tall, and that's going to be an E6 on the play as second error of the game. And that's a big one there because that could have got a 3-up, 3-down inning out of the Tigers, as Indians have not collected one of those so far. And now this will be the second baseman, Harmon, up here for the Tigers with 2 outs. Runner at first. And swing and a miss, runner goes, throw down is not going to be in time, and that'll be a stolen base. Well, didn't waste any time moving the runner over into scoring position there. As now that pitch called a strike. 0-1 is the count. Runner at second now. And that went in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count. Well, the last time the Indians had an error, Northeast made them pay, so the Indians trying to avoid that here, but the Tigers trying to spark a little bit of a rally here with 2 outs in the inning. 0-2 is the count to Harmon. Pitch coming. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Rob fired up there. She picks up her 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. The Indians pitch around that 2-out error. It's still a 2-1 contest. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this here on the ICC Sports Network.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make the right call for 24/7 roadside assistance and sign up for Renaissance Rewards Extra Checking today.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC struggling to figure out the riddle that is Cassidy Duskin so far. Only 1 hit in the contest. ICC has struck out 5 times. As that pitch high for a ball. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 batters due up here. Jesse Smith, Riley Tyree, and Haley Alberson scheduled up. 1-0 is the count here to Smith. This one hits straight ahead, and it's going to be an easy toss over to first. 1-3 on the retirement of Smith for out number 1. Well, again, you got to give Duskin tons of credit as she is doing a great job of working inside, outside on the batters, and she's hitting her spot, so you can't afford to be patient because she's able to paint those corners and get the strikes called there. So it's one of those when she does make a mistake and throw one that you can hit, you got to make her pay. As that pitch is going to be high here for Riley Tyree. She walked and eventually came around to score as the only run so far in the contest here for the Indians. That was back in the second inning. She's got a 1-0 count here. That one right down the middle for a strike. Well, we talk about walks being very few issued. In 53 innings pitched, she only walked 7 coming into this series. She's only walked 1 so far here, and that was Tyree, who is at the plate right now. 1-1 is the count from Duskin. Hard hit foul ball. 1-2 now will be the count here on Riley Tyree. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on here. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. ICC and Northeast tied up here in game 1. Or I shouldn't say tied up, that makes it sound like the score's tied, but it's actually a 2-1 contest as that pitch drifts high now. 2-2 is the count here to the catcher, Tyree. There's going to be a hard hit ball right at the second baseman. The throw over will be in time for the out. Well, sounded like he kind of came off a little bit of the end of the bat right there, but a good job at second by Harmon to reel that one in. Knew she had a little bit of time to get that one over to first, so didn't rush. And now this will be Alberson coming to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on here for the Indians. Duskin trying to get her third 3-up, 3-down inning here. And Alberson fouls this one straight back out of play towards the housing tent where they're hosting the Wellness Week here, having some wellness bags for some of the fans that want to come out and participate in that. 0-1 now is the count here to Alberson. This one popped up to the right side. Right fielder will drift in. Instead, the second baseman will make the play. And for the 3rd of 4 innings today, ICC goes quiet. 3-up, 3-down. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza. Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also a skilled swordsman, a master chef.
Needs more lavender.
A wonder at word games.
2 tries, every time.
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's now moved to the top of the 5th inning. ICC trailing Northeast 2-1 here. As Robinson taking her warm-up tosses, we'll see if we can find a baseball scoreboard update for you here. It's the middle of the 3rd inning, and Northeast leading ICC 2-1 in baseball. That's over on the Black Channel for baseball if you're wanting to watch that. Between ICC and Northeast there in baseball. So back to the top of the lineup here for Northeast. It'll be Griffin, Duskin, and Clanton due up here. You got Emily Robinson in the circle And this one blistered, but what a catch by Albertson. Don't know if we were able to switch the camera quick enough to see that when I hit the replay. Let's see here. As we'll see there, that could be a nominee for What a Play Wednesday. Hey, I did accidentally get it. So with one out now in the inning, this is going to be Duskin, who has been a tough out today, as she's going to bunt that one foul for strike one. Duskin's helped her own cause, even though she has not scored today. She does have a pair of hits here, a single and a stolen base. She's been left stranded in scoring position twice. So Albertson with a great play to start the inning to collect the first out of the inning. Duskin, as we mentioned, pitching today, and she's been lights out. She has struck out 5 ICC batters and only tossed a one hitter so far. And that pitch finds the corner of the plate. 0-2 now is the count. Generous strike there. So 0-2 now is the count here to Duskin. Robinson delivers. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that's going to be a strikeout there, the second out of the inning. And that is going to be the 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. And now this will be Clanton coming to the plate. She had a sacrifice bunt in her last at bat. She was, I won't say robbed of a hit because the play was in foul territory, but it was a great play over at first base by Rippey to make a diving catch in foul territory to record her out in her first at bat. This one, is the ballpark going to be big enough to hold on to it? Yes, it will, as that one just to the warning track, and Ware will step underneath it. A rare 3-up, 3-down inning there for the Tigers. ICC going to see if they can get the bats to the plate and figure out the mystery that is Cassidy Duskin. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
If this just cost a little bit less.
Let's take a look at that with the Renaissance replay. Make the right call with over 400,000 shopping discounts right from the Renaissance Rewards Extra checking app.
Might be a little while before I get to the bank.
That's an incomplete pass. Let's give it a Renaissance replay. Renaissance Mobile Check Deposit. Make the right call and open an account with Renaissance today.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we shift now to the bottom of the 5th inning. Northeast leads this one 2-1. For ICC, it'll be the 6, 7, 8 batters due up. Rain Rippey, Emma Rose Thompson, and Bailey Ware. Rippey takes that first pitch high for a ball. Duskin in the circle has done a great job today so far for Northeast. She's only given up 1 hit. She's only walked 1 and has struck out 5. There's going to be a check swing. Third baseman will come over, scoop it up, and the throw too tall. And then she drops the ball, so that will be an error on the first baseman as the throw rushed a little bit, if you will. She was able to climb the ladder, catch it, applied the tag. The ball came out of her mitt, and so the error will put the leadoff runner on for the second time today for the Indians. And this is going to be Emma Rose Thompson at the plate. Probably have a runner coming into this situation here for the Indians. And so we'll have a new runner in the game now. This is going to be number 7, Tamaya Martin, coming in to run in this situation. Trying to get a little bit of speed on the bases right now, as this is the tying run at first here for the Indians. We're in the bottom of the 5th. You got to take advantage of this situation here if you're ICC, because Duskin has not given anything up easy this year. And this is Thompson, who singled her last time up. Listen to that first pitch, low for a ball. Thompson playing in right field. Has a single and an RBI. Martin running in place of Rippey over at first. And this is going to be a slow roller, and it's going to be a foul ball. Oh, tough break there for the Indians. Jammed on the pitch, and that one just rolled and took it too many rotations as it rolled foul. Be one of those, if it would have sat on the line, would have been a bang-bang play at first, but it would have moved the tying run into scoring position. But instead, an exciting strike there. 1-1 now is the count. Emma Rose waiting the pitch. And now that was a pitch out. Martin's in trouble. The throw to second is going to be in the dirt. And the Indians will get stolen base. So they're going to call it a stolen base. Didn't know if it was going to be a error on the throw, but the Indians do get the runner on second now. And so a break there for ICC. So now the tying run in scoring position here. 2 balls, 1 strike. And that pitch finds some part of the inside corner, called a strike. 2-2 now is the count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Tying run at second here for the Indians in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1, Northeast with the lead. Thompson swings it, fouls it off, and we'll stay at 2-2. We appreciate those that are tuned in this afternoon here watching on the ICC Sports Network. As always, an exciting one here between ICC and Northeast when these two teams get together. 2-2 pitch. This one popped up, and Duskin will come in and make the play for out number 1. Well, a nice pitch that time. Ran in on the hands of Thompson. She found a piece of it, popped it up. Duskin recognized in a hurry that if that one hits, it's got enough backspin on it, it probably would have rolled foul. The catcher couldn't quite find it or disregard the face mask quick enough to find it. As this is going to be a foul ball for strike 1 here from Bailey Ware. So 0-1 is the count here on Ware. She grounded out 5-3 in her last at bat. She can find some way to get ahead of this one and kind of put it towards the right side of the field. Could be big here as the infield into the extreme. As you see the third baseman halfway down the line. Shortstop is covering more towards third, so a hit up the middle could be trouble. That pitch high. They're going to throw down to second and able to hang on to that one. I don't think it would have been able to allow the runner to advance because it was a good job out there in center field by Calicut to back up the throw there. As the pitch high, 1-1 now is the count. Ware at the plate. Sophomore looking for a clutch hit here to try to tie the game. Swing and a miss. A little off-speed pitch there. And Martin kind of daring her to throw the ball, and wisely the catcher will just walk that one back to the pitcher. Is 1-2 now is the count here to Bailey Ware. Allie Beckley on deck here with 1 out in the inning. Ware with a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss on the outside pitch, and that has been the favorite pitch today of Duskin. When she's in a jam, she goes for the outside edge of the plate and gets her 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. So now with 2 outs, this is going to bring Allie Beckley to the plate. Beckley was a strikeout victim, similar to the last at-bat that we saw Ware as she chased some pitches outside the zone. Imagine we'll see a lot of that again here. That pitch paints the corner for strike 1. 0-1 is the count here to the shortstop from Pontotoc. Martin is at second. She's got good speed. If Beckley can find something that gets down to the outfield here. 0-1 pitch coming. A hard hit. Shortstop finds it. Throw across the way, and it's going to be in time. 6-3 on the put out there, and a big out. And a good out of the jam there by the Tigers. As we'll move to the top of the 6th inning. 2-1. Northeast with the lead. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with more right after this. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 6th inning. It's 2-1 Northeast. ICC had one of their better chances to possibly tie up the game there. Just couldn't get anything done after an error started off the inning. Indians eventually got the tying run to second after a stolen base by Martin, but could not cash in on it. And Tigers lead this one 2-1 as we head to the top of the 6th. Emily Robinson in the circle here. She'll be greeted by Hyman, Locke, and Calicut. It's that pitch missing low for a ball. Hyman was hit by a pitch her last time up, and that proved to be a big break for the Indians because the wild pitch would have allowed the run to score, but instead she had to go back to third. ICC was able to get out of that inning with no damage done back in the 3rd inning, and that's kept the Indians at a 1-run contest here. 2-0 now is the count here to Hindman. Not only was she hit by a pitch, but she was also thrown out trying to steal second. 2-0 pitch. This one hit hard, and it's going to get out, and that'll be a single to left field. We'll just put them where they ain't that time, did Hyman. And that is going to be the 5th hit of the game, and now this will bring Locke to the plate. Locke reached on an error, scored in her first at bat, struck out swinging to end the 3rd. It looks like we'll have a runner coming into this situation here for the Tigers. And this is going to be number 23, Wyndham. Wyndham coming in to run. So trying to get a little bit more speed on the bases, see if they can pick up an insurance run here late in the contest. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 2-1, ICC trailing Northeast here in game 1. As this is Locke, the first baseman. Northeast is like to try to play some small ball today. We'll see if they elect to do that here once again. Locke at the plate, showing that she's going to swing in that situation. Takes that first pitch for strike 1. So 0-1 the count here to Locke. As we talked about, reached on an error and scored a run in her first at bat, struck out swinging in her most recent. Now she wants to show a bunt, attempted at it, and that's going to go for strike 2. So they opted not to show it in the first at bat, tried to sneak that one in the second. So now 0-2 is the count here on Locke. No outs, runner at first after a leadoff single by Hyman here in the top of the 6th inning. Awaiting the 0-2 pitch here from Emrod. This one's popped up. Second baseman will step underneath it and will quickly zip it over to first to see if she might be able to catch the runner asleep, but did not. And so now with 1 out in the inning, it'll be Calicut coming to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout is Calicut, but that 0 for 2 is a little bit deceiving. There we go. I might be able to talk one day. As she had a fly ball that was out to left field that put Ware up against the fence when she recorded that out. So 1 out, runner at first here. It's 2-1 Northeast with the lead. That pitch in there for a strike. Calicut playing in center field. 0-1 is the count here. Rob still in the circle for the Indians. Runner goes, throw down is not in time, so that'll be a stolen base that will be a strike call there. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and coach is wanting to talk to his batter in this situation. That is the 3rd stolen base of the day here for Northeast, as Wyndham able to take the bag and get into scoring position here. 0-2 is the count. There is 1 out in the inning here. Calicut will dig in. M. Rob will get set to deliver the 0-2 pitch. And not a bad spot to miss there. A little high and outside, especially when you got a throwaway pitch like that. 1-2 now is the count here on Calicut. M. Rob waiting the signal. Now gets one she likes. She's set to deliver. 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Big time strikeout there. Another Renaissance Bank strikeout. The 7th of the game here for M. Rob. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Runner still at 2nd. And this is going to be Young coming to the plate. She's 1 for 2 on the day. She's got a single and scored a run. She's also struck out. Young looks at that pitch low for a ball. 1-0 is the count here to the right fielder, Young. We're in the top of the 6th, 2-1. ICC trailing Northeast. Swings on that one, fouls it back, and we'll go to 1-1 now on the count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Indians looking for the X's. The Tigers looking for a 2-out rally here. Trying to pick up an insurance run late in this one. 2-1 is the score here in game 1 between ICC and Northeast. 1-1 pitch coming from M. Rob. This one popped up, back, and it's going to get out of play. And we'll go 1-2 now here against Young. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Runner's got really good speed because she was just a few steps away from 3rd and had to make the long trek back to 2nd. 1-2 now is the count. M. Rob taking her time now, sets to deliver. The 1-2 pitch on its way. That one just missing outside. M. Rob wanted it just maybe a little bit too high for the umpire's liking there. 2-2 now is the count. Not a bad spot to miss. Good eye on the part of Young to hold off on that one. Waiting for the 2-2 pitch here from M. Rob. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Oh, no, fouled it off. That was going to be a huge strikeout there. As they're going to take time here. It looks like that one might have been fouled off the catcher. Give her a chance to kind of catch her breath there. So a nice job on the part of Young to find a piece of that one to keep the at-bat alive. 2-2 now is the count with 2 outs. Runner at 2nd. So Robinson will retake the circle after checking on her catcher. Now set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. M. Rob fired up after collecting her 8th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. But can the Indians bats come back here in the bottom of the 6th to find something going here to be the 1-2-3 batters due up? Back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 6th inning. ICC trailing this one 2-1. I believe it was 7-1 after 3 complete in favor of Northeast. Thompson shows the bunt. Third baseman rolls over and makes the play in time for out number 3. I tell you what, third base has been solid today in Griffin for the Tigers. As Skate tried a little push bunt that time to see if she might be able to get it by her, but Griffin didn't overcommit to the bunt that time, was able to take a slide step to her left, which carried her momentum to first base. And so a great job there by Griffin defensively to collect out number 1. Now this is going to be Sammy Day Jones coming to the plate. She is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Listen to that first pitch in there for a strike. Only 1 hit so far today for the Indians. ICC has reached on a walk and an error. And they trail this one 2-1. And Day Jones looks at that pitch, low and inside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. We said at the beginning of the day, we anticipated this one being a pitcher's duel, and that's what we've got so far. 1-1 is the count here to Day Jones. That pitch drifts inside. 2-1 now is the count. Sammy grounded out to the third baseman in the 3rd inning, struck out for the 2nd out of the 1st, actually first strikeout victim of the day of 6 so far for Duskin as she steps off the rubber, and Day Jones is going to take time. 2-1, still your count here. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. ICC trailing this one 2-1. Day Jones looks at that pitch. It paints the corner for a strike, and we've said that from the jump. That on-play and umpire has liked the corners for both pitchers, so you've got to come to the plate knowing that and be aggressive in those situations there, especially when you've got 2 strikes on you. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Nobody on here for the Indians. Day Jones fouls this one back, and we'll stay at 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on here. Day Jones trying to wake the bats of the Indians here. Duskin so far has only given up 1 hit on the afternoon. Day Jones looks at that pitch outside. Not a bad spot to miss if you're Duskin. She's got a lot of Indians to kind of chase that pitch on with a 2-strike situation. So Day Jones does a good job of holding off, and now the count goes 3-2. So Day Jones will await the pitch here. Hits it right at the shortstop. Throw across the way is in time for the out. Solid defense again for the Tigers as that was hit hard, but a nice job over there at the shortstop by Clanton to reel that one in without any issues. And so now this will be Jessie Smith coming to the plate. She's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a grounder right back to the pitcher in her most recent at-bat. So Smith looking to redeem herself here. Duskin wants a different ball in this situation. Smith, the DP. "13 straight batters have been retired since the Indians' last hit." Smith looks at that pitch inside for a ball. 1-0 is the count. 2-1 is your score. We're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Smith at the plate here for the Indians with a 1-0 count. Smith tried to hold off on that one, but swung on through it there off the off-speed pitch. 1-1 now is the count here on Jessie Smith. 1-1 pitch coming, and that one fooled her there. Actually said she was able to get a piece of it and fouled it off, but 1-2 is the count either way. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The Indians trying to spark a rally here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs in the Indians inning. Duskin's trying to close the door here. This pitch fouled back out of play, and we'll stay at 1-2. So this is a big at-bat right here. The Indians like to spark a 2-out rally, but the way Duskin's been pitching today, it's going to be difficult. 1-2 pitch. That one drifts high for a ball. 2-2 now is the count. Not a bad pitch there after getting her to chase one that was a little bit high and outside on the previous pitch. And so now 2-2 now is the count. Duskin. And that one's going to be fouled off, and that one come off the hand of Smith and maybe even off the wrist that time. And Smith is hurting, and she's going to come talk to Coach Ernest, and Coach Long's going to come out and check on her as well here. As they're waiting for the trainer to come out, we're going to take a timeout and be back with more right after this.
Everyone has a unique story to tell. Maybe your story has you performing your new song in front of a crowd, getting to play your favorite sport, or enjoying a horseback ride in the country. At Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, our group of skilled surgeons understand your need to continue your story. That is why we are the preferred choice for orthopedic care. Thank you for choosing us. Our story is you. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was sticks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and sticks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza. Exclusive debit cards represent ICC with a special card design you can only get from First American National Bank. You'll show your support every time you use the card. Support ICC with a Spirit debit card from FANB.
And welcome back, as Smith will stay in the game right now after fouling that one off her hand there. And now Coach Long wants to come out and try to say she was bunting in that situation, but there was no way you bunt in that situation whatsoever. She clearly swung the bat. Well, no, she didn't strike it out because it hit her. So that's a foul ball. I say she was attempting to swing the bat. She fouled it off her hand, made contact, because clearly she made contact because it hit her. But again, you never know if you present the argument and the umpire has a brain fart, might give it in your favor. But either way it goes now, after being hit, after hitting it with her, I guess, pinky or little side part of her hand, 2-2 now, stays the count. Smith hits this one up the middle. It's going to go for a base hit. Clutch hit there by Smith. Well, a big-time hit there with 2 outs in the inning. And now this will bring Riley Tyree to the plate. We'll see if the Indians are going to keep Smith on the bag right now in the situation. And looks like they are going to keep the DP Smith at first. And so this will be Riley Tyree, who is 0 for 1 of the day with a walk and a run scored. And so Tyree will dig in, batting in the 4th spot here. Tying run is at first for the Indians. 2 outs in the inning. This one hit hard, and first baseman will scoop it up, though, and step on the bag for the out. So once again, the Indians get something going, but nothing to show for it. We'll head to the 7th. 2-1 is your score. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the top of the 7th inning. Tigers lead it 2-1. And this will be Carnathan, Harmon, and Griffin. The 8-9-1 batter scheduled up here for Northeast. They lead it 2-1. They would love to find a way to put across an insurance run here this inning. Indians would love to try to get back at the plate, see if they got some walk-off magic in them here in game 1. 2-1 is your score here in the top of the 7th. Carnathan reached on an error, had a 2-run double, which proves to be the difference in the game right now. Takes that first pitch on the corner for a strike. She's also got a stolen base, and obviously with the 2-run double, she's got 2 RBIs. 0-1 is the count here. Rob's pitch, missing outside for a ball. 1-1 now is the count. Not a bad spot to miss there after getting the batter to look at that first pitch, but couldn't get her to chase one there. Good eye on the part of Carnathan. So 1-1 is the count. No outs as we're starting off the top of the 7th. That pitch in the dirt. 2-1 now is the count. We talked about great crowd as anticipated for this game this afternoon. 2-1 is the count here to Carnathan. Game 1 of 2 here. 2-1 Northeast with the lead. This pitch popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And now the count will go 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and no outs. Carnathan, as we talked about, has been on base twice today. She reached on an error, a throwing error, and stole a base back in the 4th as she was left stranded in scoring position. Now we'll come back to the plate with a 2-2 count, and Emily Robinson in the circle. 2-2 offering on its way. And that one's going to skip across as that'll go for ball 3. 3-2 now is the count. So Rob's going to take a little bit of time here to step back and gather herself. She's got a 3-2 pitch coming up here to Carnathan. Here comes the pitch. And this one lifted right back up the middle, and that'll go for a single. Boy, that was a scary moment there as that one was right back at Rob. And that will go for a hit, and we said it, Carnathan's been in trouble today as she reaches for the 3rd time in the contest. She's got her 2nd hit of the game. She and Duskin both with 2 hits, the only players with multiple hits in the contest. And now a new batter coming to the plate here for the Tigers. This is going to be number 9, Annalise Rogers. So Rogers will dig in. She'll replace Harmon in that number 9 spot. Runner at first with no outs here in the top of the 7th. ICC trailing 2-1. Rogers shows bunt. They throw down, and it's actually going to hit the runner, but takes a oh-so-kind bounce to second base. And so that pitch called a strike. So the throw down to first, and the ball ricocheted to the shortstop who was covering second in that situation. The ball gets away after it hit the runner that time, and would have been a big-time opportunity for the Tigers to move the runners in scoring position. But now Tigers take time, rightfully so here, and Rogers, she said, was hit by that throw down, wants to kind of have a few opportunities to walk it off there. And she's heading back to first and looks like she's going to be okay. So good to see that out of, I think I said that was Rogers. That's Carnathan. That is at first base. So 0-1 is the count. No outs. Runner at first here for the Tigers. Rogers lays the bunt down. It's a beauty. Only one play, and it's going to be to first, and it'll be in time as that'll be a sacrifice bunt. As that was a 3-4 putout of Rogers. That sacrifice bunt being brought to you by the ICC Baptist Student Union. They remind you of the ultimate sacrifice paid for our sins. That's the ICC Now a new runner coming in place of Carnathan. as this is going to be number 16, India Ivy, coming in to run. So she'll head to second with 1 out in the inning after that sacrifice bunt, and this is going to be Griffin. That was a good bunt there, because one thing, it does put the runner in scoring position, but also takes off the traditional double play out of the mix there. And now this will be Griffin coming to the plate. She's 0 for 3, pair of ground outs to second, and also a line out on a great play to third in her most recent at bat. So 1 out here and a runner at second, 2-1 Northeast with the lead. That ball in the dirt blocked up nicely there by Tyree. 1-0 now is the count here to Griffin. Griffin playing third base, has been defensively sound today for the Tigers. She's seen a lot of action as ICC has tried to play some small ball, but she's been able to execute well there in the hot corner. That pitch high for a ball, 2-0 now is the count. Remind you, we'll have the Renaissance Bank postgame report coming your way at the conclusion of this one. Northeast leading this one 2-1, trying to find a way to tack on an insurance run here in the top part of the 7th. 2-0 is the count. Griffin awaiting the pitch. Swings and can't catch up with the fastball there. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, and 1 out. Runner at second here for the Tigers. And Rob taking her time. Getting set to deliver here. And this one popped up. And Rob, now it's going to be the third baseman coming in and making the play. As Albertson comes in and gets the pop out for out number 2. Had the wherewithal to quickly turn around and look the runner back to second. Looked like therefore second could have been trouble as Rob was calling it off, and then Albertson came in and made the more dominant bark, if you will, to make the play. And it was the third baseman's ball in that sense, and a good job there by Haley to come in and get the second out of the inning. Now here comes trouble. Duskin can really help her on cause here with the base hit. She's got 2 of those today. That pitch missing low for a ball. She singled in the first, singled in the third. She also stole a base but struck out swinging in her last at bat. There's 2 outs here in the inning in the top of the 7th. 2-1 is your score in favor of the Tigers of Northeast. Rob getting set to deliver the pitch. And it's going to be fouled back, and now the count will even up at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at second. 2-1 Northeast with the lead here in the top of the 7th inning. Game 1 between ICC and Northeast. So waiting the pitch here from Rob. 1-1 is the count. Pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss. Took a little bit of it off that time, and now the count goes 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Indians looking for the exit. Duskin and the Tigers looking for a 2-out hit here. Runner at second. 1-2 pitch on its way. And that was going to be caught by Albertson, and what a play. Let's go back and look at that one. We talked about how awesome her first one was. A leaping catch there, and that cuts down a run and keeps us at 2-1. Don't you dare go anywhere, folks. We got a good one brewing here. Back with more right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
The slices and the sticks.
All I ever wanted for dinner was pizza, Marcy. And all I ever asked of you was steaks.
Don't choose. Get Little Caesar slices and steaks. Half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. And Dane's awake.
Dane.
I smell bacon.
End the dinner drama with hot and ready slices and sticks. Or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We head now to the bottom of the 7th inning. ICC trails this one 2-1. For ICC, it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters due up. Haley Albertson, Rain Rippey, and Emma Rose Thompson. Albertson swings on the first pitch she sees. Ground ball back to the pitcher. And 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you want right there if you're a Tiger fan. And so now this will be Rain Rippey coming to the plate. She reached on an error. Her runner came in to run for, that was Martin, stole a base, but was left stranded back in it was 6th inning. As that pitch missing low for a ball. That was actually back in the 5th inning. So 1-0 is the count here to Rain Rippey. Rippey, ooh, listen to that pitch, and that one's been called a strike a couple of times today, and instead called a ball there. 2-0 now is the count here to Rain Rippey. 2-1 is your score, bottom of the 7th. Game 1 between ICC and Northeast. Rippey looks at that pitch. Drops in for the strike. 2-1 now is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here for the Indians. 1-run contest here in the bottom of the 7th. Rippey chases one. As all-speed pitch fell off the table, and Rippey couldn't find it. 2-2 now is the count. One of those that might have been good that she couldn't find it, because if she makes contact, doesn't able to do a whole lot with it. This one's hit hard to the right side. Right fielder's going to go back, and it's going to be off the wall. Rippey is going to head to second. Now go to third. The throw is in time. Oh, tough break there for the Indians, as she was trying to turn that into a triple, but the good relay in that time. 9-4-5 on the put out there, and boy, that would have been a big hit, and Rippey thrown out trying to stretch that into a triple. And now this is going to be Emma Rose Thompson coming to the plate with 2 outs. That pitch missing low for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here. And big healthy swing there and a miss for Thompson. She's got one of the 2 hits here in game 1 for the Indians, and it was an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Now dealing with a 1-1 count here from Duskin. Swing and a miss again. Duskin confident throwing that in. Heat on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now is the count here to the right fielder Thompson. We're waiting for the 1-2 pitch here. Thompson pops this one up, and the first baseman comes over and makes the play. Accidentally bumps into Thompson in the part of the celebration, but your final score here in this one, as the Indians had a chance, just got a little greedy on the bases there late, as that will do it here for game 1. 2-1 is your final score. We'll take a break and be back with the Renaissance Bank postgame report right after this.
Kirk Herbstreit is a man of many talents. Not only an athlete and a sportscaster, but also an expert cartographer, an amateur alchemist, a surprisingly gifted poet.
What rhymes with encroachment?
But his true talent lies in the art of banking.
With Renaissance Bank's great products, rewards, and easy-to-use online tools, every transaction is a masterpiece.
You might refer to Kirk as a Renaissance man.
But I call myself a Renaissance man.
This broadcast is being brought to you by Renaissance Bank, Little Caesars in Fulton, Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works, the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi, Davis Ford, First American National Bank, TM Realtor Agent Ricky Murphy, Max Home, the ICC Baptist Student Union, Cagle Eye Center, Bank Okolona, Sam's Town Market in Mantachie, State Farm Insurance Agent Brandon Poland, the ICC Wesley Foundation, the ICC Foundation and Alumni Association, and donations to the Sports Information Indian Club from viewers like you.
And welcome back to the Renaissance Bank post-game report. ICC drops a epic battle here in game one by the final score of 2-1. As the Indians, they fall to 19-9 overall and 6-5 in conference play. The Tigers improve to 28-5 overall, 6-3 inside conference play. Boy, it was a pitcher's duel this afternoon, as we had a great one between Cassidy Duskin and Emily Robinson. Duskin on the year improves to 7-1 after dealing a 3-hit performance. She gave up 1 run on 3 hits. There was 2 errors by the Tigers. For M-Rob, she falls to 9-4 on the year. She gave up 2 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. Let's take a look at some batting stats here, and let's start with Northeast. Cassidy Duskin, she had a pair of singles, a stolen base, and she was left stranded twice. She was robbed of her 3rd hit of the game on a great play by Haley Alberson to end the 7th. If not only that one gets down, but it also scores and run and probably goes for extra bases for Duskin. Then you also have Heineman, who had a hit. Young had a hit and a pair of hits by Carthanen. There we go. I've been saying that name wrong all day today. But she was 2 for 3 on the day. Did reach on an error, stole a base. But her 2-run double back in the 2nd inning proved to be the difference in the contest. For ICC, well, they don't have a lot to write about. It was a double by Rippey. She was thrown out trying to stretch that into a triple. It was 9-4-5 on that putout. Then you also had a single by Jessie Smith and an RBI single by Emma Rose Thompson, as that's going to do it here for Game 1. We're going to take about a 20-minute break, come back with the start of Game 2 here from Fulton as the Tigers take Game 1 by the final score of 2-1. Back in 20 minutes here on the ICC Sports Network.
Playing on tour takes years of dedication, hours of practice, focused precision, and nerves of steel. That's how you become great at the game, but not how you should bank. That's why Allie Ewing chose Renaissance Bank. Their easy-to-use app makes banking a breeze, no matter where she is. Renaissance Bank, understanding you.